Hello guys, my name is Aman Ahmed. I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company, and I'm pursuing 3 years law in second year for faculty of Delhi University. So the topic of my today's video is the hierarchy of the codes that are given in the Criminal Procedure Code of India. So the hierarchy of the codes that are given are elaborately explained in the from section 6 to section 23 of the code. So basically the codes are of two types. First is the district code, then is the metropolitan code. So in the district code, it is at three levels. At the lower level of the judiciary, the codes are called codes of judicial magistrate, which are of three types: judicial magistrate, then judicial magistrate second class, and the third is special magistrate court. So then at the middle level of the judiciary, the court at the session level includes the court of session, then the additional court of session, the assistant court of session, and then the special courts. And at the higher level, obviously these are the high court and the supreme court. And in the metropolitan areas, if we talk about the courts at this level, of two types. So the first is the metropolitan magistrate court, and the second is the special metropolitan magistrate. So chief judicial magistrate is also known as a special metropolitan magistrate, exercise supervisory authority or administrative authority over all the magistrating session or division or metropolitan areas. So there are some classes also of criminal code. So section 6 of the CRPC provides for the classes of criminal courts in every state apart from the High Court and Supreme Court. So they are court of session, then is the judicial magistrate of the first class, and the metropolitan magistrate in any metropolitan area, then is the judicial magistrate of the second class, and the last is executive magistrate. So the hierarchy of the criminal courts can be understood through a from higher to lower approach. So the first is obviously the Supreme Court of India, that is under Article 134 of the Constitution of India, and it's obviously a apex court in India. Next is the high courts, which are in each state. So they are given under Article 141 of the Constitution of India, which and they are bound by the judgment of the apex court. Next are the lower courts, which are further classified. So the first is the metropolitan code, and in it is a chief metropolitan magistrate, and secondly the first class metropolitan magistrate. Then are the district courts. In district court also there are session court, judicial magistrate first class, then second class, and executive magistrate, as I already told earlier in this video. So judiciary is separated from the executive, and only executive magistrate is first seen in the district court. So the code under section 3 subclause 4 separates the judiciary from the executive and states that the subject to the provision of the code, judicial magistrate shall exercise a function relating to matter in which appreciation or shifting of evidence is involved, or which involve the formulation of any decision by which a person is exposed to a penalty or punishment or detention in custody, inquiry, or trial. And the next is executive magistrate, that is defined the nature, for example the granting or suspension or cancellation of license, or withdrawing from execution, or sanctioning a prosecution. So these are some of the functions that are elaborately explained. Next is the court of session, that is given under section 9 of the CRPC. It tells to establish a session court. Such court will be presided over the judge appointed by the High Court only. So the additional and the assistant session judge are to be appointed by the High Court to exercise jurisdiction in the court of session, and the session court ordinarily sits at such places or places as determined by the High Court. But if it in a case the court of session decided to cater to the general convenience of the parties and witnesses, then it may, with the consent of the prosecution and accused party, it can sit at other places. So as per section 10 of the CRPC, the assistant session judge are answerable to session judge. So next are the court of judicial magistrate. So section 11 of the CRPC states that in every district not in metropolitan area, the state government, after consulting with the High Court, has the power to establish court of judicial magistrate of the first class and second class. So if the High Court is of the opinion that if it is necessary to confer the powers of the judicial magistrate of the first or the second class, or any member of the judicial service functioning as a judge in a civil court, then the High Court should also do the same. So then there are chief judicial magistrate and additional judicial magistrate and subdivisional judicial magistrate, then special judicial magistrate. Special judicial magistrate are given by section 13 of the High Court is empowered to confer upon any person to who holds or has held any portion of the government. The powers conferred by any under this code or judicial magistrate of first class or second class. So such magistrate shall be known as a special judicial magistrate. Next, according to section 14 are the The judicial magistrate shall define the local limits of the areas within which the magistrate appointed under section 11 and section 13 may exercise all the power which may be vested under this code. So the special judicial magistrate may hold its sitting and at any place within the local area for which it is established. So in section 27, special jurisdiction is talk about the juveniles, and then there is subordination of judicial magistrate, which is given in under section 15 subclause 1. Then the courts of judicial magistrate and special metropolitan magistrate are specifically mentioned, but the high court has the power to confer these powers. So section 19 talks about subordination of metropolitan magistrate, and section 20 talks about executive magistrate. Local jurisdiction of an executive magistrate is told in section 22 of the CRPC, which empowers the district court, not the high court, to define the areas under which the executive magistrate may use all or any of the power which are exercised by them under this code, but under some exceptions, the power and the jurisdictions of the high court shall extend through the district. So section 23 talks about the subordination of the executive magistrate. So these were all the hierarchy that was given in the CRPC, and it can be elaborately read, and a chart can be made by seeing this list. So thank you. Plus, please guys remember, this video does not violate any guidelines of Bar Council of India and does not solicit or promote any of the advertisement, and the sole purpose of this video is educational. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to see more of this.